Hi, my name is Denise Young, and I am educational specialist, life skills coach, and mental health counselor. And the tip of the day is on depression. Most of my clients that I deal with on a day-to-day basis have depression issues, and everybody deals with this in some kind of capacity. If you're human, you've been depressed at some point. The reason why we get depressed is for economical reasons, a death, weight gain, job loss. There's a series of issues why one person can be depressed. But I just want to give you quick tips and some things to think about when you are going through depression, or if you know anyone that has depression. Depression drains your energy, your hopes, your drives, and making it difficult for you to feel better. When one person is depressed, they feel really low. They can't make healthy decisions for themselves. They can't think. They won't socialize. It's just hard to get out of bed when one person is very depressed. But while overcoming depression isn't quite easy, it's far from impossible sometimes, as one might feel when they're depressed. They feel like things wouldn't want to get better, but you can get better with time. You have to surround yourself with positive things and just sit down and write down some triggers or some things that are making you very depressed. You can beat it through a share of willpower. So you can come out of depression, but you do have some control. Even if your depression is severe and comes occurring all the time, you have to know your triggers and your warning signs when depression comes. Depression can come and go. You can have depression in 2009 and then don't have it for several years, and then it reoccur in 2013. But as long as you know your warning signs and your triggers, you can have the willpower to change your situation, your feelings, and your emotions. The key to start small is build from there. So start small. Find activities that are really helpful and fun. Be around positive people. Get a hobby. Read some books. Have a goal. Go back to school. Find things that you enjoy that make you happy. If you can't remember the things that make you happy, Google it. Find different ways to beat depression. The internet is a big resource. I always tell my clients. But if you don't have a computer, then you will, try to talk to other individuals that maybe have had depression, or go to your church, any community activities, or even talk to a minister or a priest. But overcoming depression is, you can do it. It's no other way to do it but to change your surroundings and your thought process. Every time you begin to have a negative thought, just change it. If you say, well, I don't feel like I'm going to be great in finding a job, stop. Refocus your thought process and say, I will find a job. And you just have to keep speaking positivity in your spirit, in your life. Depression puts a negative spin on everything, including the way you feel about yourself, see yourself, how you encounter situations, and expectations for the future. But you cannot break out and think positive. So you can think positive. Just like I said before, stop, refocus your thought process, and start again. Happy thoughts and wishful thinking won't cut it. Rather than the thick to replace negative thoughts is more balance of thoughts. So ways to challenge negative thinking. Think outside yourself. Ask yourself if you'll say what you're thinking about to someone else. So would you say, oh, you couldn't go back to school? No, you wouldn't. So think positive, speak positive. If not, stop being so hard on yourself. Think about less harsh statements that often be more realistic conversation. So start thinking positive to yourself. Stop talking positive to yourself. Just start. Look in the mirror and say, I'm going to be the best person I can be. I can go back to school. I can find me a job. I can be a producer. I can be a nurse. But make sure you take the proper steps to do those. Allow yourself to be less than perfect. Many depressed people are perfectionists, holding themselves to higher standards. You're not God. just make sure you're human. Let yourself know you're human. We already know that we're human, but make sure you know that you're human and you will make mistakes. Socialize with positive people, and I've always said this: when you're around positive people, you want to be positive. When you're around negative people, oh, you tend to be negative. So make sure you surround yourself and socialize with positive and great people that are going somewhere. Keep a negative thought log. Whenever you experience a negative thought, jot down what triggered you in a notebook or a tablet or on your iPhone. But consider if all the negative things that you're saying, where they're coming from. So make sure you can talk this out with someone, like a professional, that can help you understand why you're thinking so negative. I hope that these tips helped. If you have any questions or any concerns, you can email me at Denise Young, lifeskillscoach@gmail.com, or Twitter me on Denise L Media, or Facebook, hit likes of the tips of the day on Denise L Britton-Young. Have a great day.